They're gonna hit us good.
Fuck you.
Hey, what's going on?
What up, bro? I'm a criminal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I bet you are.
Yeah. Come on.
Hey,
what we doing? Come on.
No one's worried about
what we doing?
Park it and get off.
Come on.
Just show us.
I'm right here.
All right, pull over. Pull over.
You first.
Pull over.
No.
Yeah, bye, bitch.
Free trip.
Y'all some bitches.
Like this.
What? Get in front of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit me. Hey, Miguel, I'm glad you called over. Hey, imagine they lead us straight to an ambush.
Just handcuff them. Don't look. Just handcuff them. All right, get them up.
Make sure lets everybody know immigration is here in Charlotte.
North Carolina stood up on ICE. I'm so proud of them, honestly. Like, they stood up on ICE, they chased them. They said, you're not going to take our Hispanics, you're not going to take our Latinos, you're not taking anybody from here. Because these people have been very, very wild in the past 2 days in their city. I like the fact that they came out and stood up for people who have been working for them. I needed to watch these videos, then we'll come back with more of these commentaries. Kindly watch.
Doesn't surprise me one bit that North Carolina is acting this way. Not even a little bit. Here's a little bit of lore about corn pop for all you guys. I lived in North Carolina for a long time, and I had some friends who were left of center who loved carrying their toys around, if you get my gist. And they grew up with dads and grandpas who had fought in wars, and for many of them, these dads and grandpas, they kind of took a little bit of, I would say, a libertarian slant, especially after they watched shit like, Ruby Ridge and Waco happen. And they said, the reason we carry all these toys in the house is because that way if the government ever shows up to fuck with you, you at least have a fighting chance. And you know what else they grew up with? Empathy. And so when they see a bunch of dorks from Ohio and fucking Idaho and wherever else the fuck, who are coming into their towns, and they're taking all the people who make all their communities, rich and vibrant away, they're just like, well, it's basically me. That's basically me being taken away. So not gonna let that happen. And I gotta say, really terrible strategy on the federal government's part. You're gonna go terrorize the place where fucking Cam Newton is playing? Or was playing, I guess? You're gonna go terrorize Charlotte? You're gonna go terrorize You're gonna go terrorize Bullet City? Oh my God, it's so... Tell me you don't know ball.
Okay, for anyone who still thinks we're not living in authoritarianism, watch this video. This just happened in Charlotte, North Carolina this week. This is ICE officers detaining 2 U.S. citizens who are being arrested for honking their horns to warn other people that ICE was in the neighborhood. And it's not just that they're being detained, which in and of itself is illegal. But watch what they do. Watch what they do to this person in the car before they detain them.
He's breaking the window. He's got an assault rifle pointed at her.
Oh my God.
Put the windows down. Put the windows down.
Can you hear them yelling, put the windows down?
I can't.
He's smashing a window.
This is for honking their horn. U.S. citizen. These are women who were trying to warn people that ICE was in the neighborhood. They honked their horn and they got assault rifles pointed in their faces. They tried to smash her window with the butt of a rifle for honking. These guys are not operating with any legal guardrails at all. They are acting with complete impunity. They think that nothing or no one can stop them. It could be you next. It could be someone you love. Get in the fight with us. Fuck ICE. Absolutely. Charlotte, North Carolina, thank you for fighting for your communities. We are with you.
Breaking news, over 30,000 students just walked out of their school to protest ICE in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. Take a look at this right here. Yeah, that was just yesterday, and apparently this has been going on for several days as part of an operation called Charlotte's Web. I love that name, by the way. Clearly, students are fed up with this recent takeover of North Carolina that the Trump administration has been doing. The American people are fed up. Nobody, and I mean nobody, voted for this. Even the people who were extremists who voted for this immigration crackdown thought they were going after the criminals. But in reality, this administration was always going after everybody non-white. Hopefully these students pick it up, because the one thing we know for sure is that this administration folds to public pressure. The more the American people make their voices heard like this, the more we're going to see a regression of these extremist policies, because even the Trump administration knows they're underwater on their key issues.
Breaking. Restaurants in North Carolina have been giving little baskets of chocolates to the ICE agents with their meals. I asked a waitress for some and she said, "You don't want any. It's laxatives." Lex said, "I posted on TikTok about folks in Charlotte slashing the tires of ICE vehicles overnight after learning what hotels they were staying at." Someone commented, "We paid for the tires. We get to decide if they use them or not." In response to the chocolates, someone said, "Love the way the personalities of each state come out in their protest style. This has bless your heart all over it." Reminder to follow people that not only give you bad news, but also hope and action items. Because if someone is scaring you with horrifying headlines every day and never taking 10 minutes of their time to tell you what you can do about it, they're doing you a massive disservice and they're probably getting rich off it. So here are 3 actionable things. First, Our Bridge for Kids is hosting grocery deliveries for immigrant families who feel uncomfortable leaving the house to go to the store. I've chosen them as our donation target for today, so there's a schmink in my schmile for you to monetarily contribute. It's okay if you can't though. Let's share this video so people in Charlotte know that Compare Foods is also doing a grocery delivery, and North Tryon Laundromat is offering free pickup and delivery laundry services, again for people who are afraid to go to the washer in person. This is what the Our Bridge for Kids website looks like, that again I've attached a link for if you want to donate. But I've also attached to my page this massive master doc they have that explains not only their food drive and like the 100+ families they've served recently, but also has a massive amount of information about local orgs, things like how to whistle signal if you see ICE nearby. The code is that if ICE is nearby, you do short bursts on the whistle, but if you see them actively abducting someone, then you do long ones on the whistle. That's good to know for anybody anywhere. As always, I'll keep you posted. If you watch my page, you know that me and my friend Sebastian are traveling around the US showing you the mutual aid organizations and like community nonprofits that are doing the on-the-ground material work that you can support. But even if I'm not on the ground somewhere, like I am not in North Carolina right now, I'm always going to try to bring you these mutual aid action items. Much love and goodbye for now.
Whoever said diversity wasn't the most important power of the American people certainly never considered all the diverse and beautiful ways in which Americans are fighting back against ICE. First, we had the Portland Inflatable Army led by the Frog of Justice. Then we had the New York City commuters who paused on their daily hustle to tell ICE exactly how irrelevant they are. Now you've got Stand Your Ground Meemaw, who was sitting on her porch sipping her coffee while she had some guys putting up Christmas lights for her when ICE rolled up to her property. Now she happened to have her safety weapon on her in the morning, and she rolled up on those ICE agents and told them to get the fuck off her lawn. And what did they do? They ran the fuck away, because these North Carolina Dixiecrats ain't fucking around. In a different way, in a whole new, diverse, and interesting, and frankly, fucking beautiful way. So we all have our own little methods. Every area of the United States is slightly different, but the message is very clear. ICE is not welcome. We don't want you. And we sure as shit don't want to be funding this nonsense.
Hey guys, we have a report. The ICE is on campus. Everybody inside. Doors closed. We're not letting anybody in.
You put up barricades.
Those were the scenes here in Charlotte, North Carolina, when Border Patrol was spotted on the premises of this nonprofit, which provides childcare services for the children of refugees. and immigrants.
They do not honor children. They do not care about the humanity of children.
But this nonprofit is not letting fear stop them from making a difference. We've seen volunteers all day packing up items, donated items like beans, like oil, cereal, come look over here, water, coffee, milk, everyday goods that parents are afraid to go out of their homes to get for their children in fear and uncertainty that they might not be able to come back home.
We have had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people either donating, volunteering. We also want to make sure that our families know that when they're home right now, afraid and scared and feeling like they have to stay in, there's people who have that privilege who are all around the city coordinating and doing things for them.
Now, in a statement, the Department of Homeland Security has denied targeting a daycare center, but we got a hold of some footage showing Border Patrol agents on the premises of this nonprofit, Our Bridge for Kids.
What you're seeing right now is security footage provided to MS Now from Our Bridge for Kids, which says that this footage depicts Border Patrol agents parking in their parking lot, something they say has happened multiple times this week.
And the need for this food is so great right now because we just got numbers from Charlotte-Mecklenburg Public School District, which showed that as many as 30,000 students were absent from school this week, a full 20% of the student body.
There are kids that just want to talk about Pokemon and K-pop demon hunters. They want to talk about their Halloween candy that they brought for lunch. They want to talk about what the read aloud book is. You know, they want to just be children, and we're robbing them of that. We are robbing them of the opportunity to just be innocent.
You can't please them. You cannot please the left. So when ICE was doing all the raids in Portland, Oregon, Chicago, Illinois, and New York City, the left came out full protest and pretty much saying, yo, they're only doing that because these are blue states and blue cities. And Trump's only targeting blue cities, blue states. So ICE is now in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they are fucking shit up. Like it's to the point where Chihuahuas are afraid to walk on the street. But here's the thing that gets to me, because it just don't make no sense. We have so many people living off of the government. You're telling me that all these businesses that are being closed down only want to hire illegal immigrants? What are you saying? Americans don't know how to cook or serve? Why these restaurants are being closed down? Americans don't know how to clean? That's why hotels are closing their doors? I mean, it really honestly sucked for the people who wanted a better life by any means necessary, even if it took risk your own life to enter a country illegally so you can provide a better life for you and your family. I still say do it the right way, because there are 100% there are opportunities for you to migrate to the United States legally. But I feel like it's time this leadership take everything very serious and 100% deport as much of these illegals as you can and put these lazy ass motherfuckers to work. The ones that are just clearly staying home because the government is feeding them. Like, it's ridiculous. We are running up debt trying to take care of people that don't want to be here. And some of these people hate the people that come here genuinely to do better for themselves. It don't make no fucking sense. But hey, this is one. New Orleans, Louisiana, they're up next. So just so you know, DJT ain't sparing nobody. If you have a illegal immigrant problem, ICE will be at your door. Just like all this liberal tears.
ICE agents raided 25 churches in North Carolina on Sunday. That's right, ICE agents decided to go after the worst of the worst by targeting 25 churches in North Carolina, which is a part of the Bible Belt of the United States. So they not only have violated and desecrated the Constitution, but are now targeting the faith of people across the country by trying to capture them as they go to a house of worship. Church is supposed to be a safe space space, not where you'd find hardened criminals. So ICE agents raiding in fully armed to the teeth with guns and ammunition to a house of worship to detain people is sacrilege. It is completely inexcusable and is against every code and law that we have in this country. And if ICE agents are allowed to continue to operate like this, what will be left of our Constitution as well as our faith in this country when you can't even go to church on Sunday and feel safe to hear the word of God? You need to share this with as many people as you possibly can. And even if you are atheist, you should still feel
I own a farm in North Carolina, and I can tell you for a fact that these raids will not make our state more safe, but they will make it more expensive, and it will be a stain on all of us. In May, when we start harvesting strawberries after the toll of deportation raids and the psychological trauma inflicted on the Latino communities continued to fester, farms like us aren't going to have our usual labor. We've already been told there's going to be a shortage. I spoke with one farmer who's posted locally for jobs harvesting produce for 10 years, and he's never had a local person apply. He doesn't even know what he's going to do next year. The people being rounded up are hardworking individuals, not criminals, and the blunt force tactics are only meant to make people afraid. They're not targeted. They're biased against people who don't look like me. Many of the people affected are working on our farms, building our houses, constructing our roads. They're the hardest working people I know. They're humble and kind with actual family values. I believe a day of reckoning will come, but unfortunately not just for the people perpetuating this awful tragedy, but for us as a country for letting it happen. Have the day you voted for.
Charlotte, North Carolina has officially begun. The job sites are empty. People are getting taken left and right at night. There's like setups everywhere in Charlotte, undercover cops and cars that don't even look undercover. So it has officially begun, and it's a war on people, getting rid of everybody who has helped build this country step by step for multiple years, just to get used once, you know, like we've been used up, and now that they don't need us, now that all the infrastructures and buildings are all built already, now it's like they don't need us and they're kicking us out. So it is what it is. It was bound to happen at some point. The racist will always be racist. The corrupt will always be corrupt. But America will feel it too. You know, digital ID is coming whenever all the Latino immigrants get out of here. Digital ID is going to start to get pushed out, and Mark of the Beast, as you know it, will be everywhere. So this is the beginning of an end. And if you guys really cannot realize the times that we are living in, I feel really bad for you, because whenever shit hits the fan, everybody will be shocked and everybody will be wondering what is going on. But this is just the start, guys. Empty lots already. Day 2. Charlotte, North Carolina. Today we're in Concord, and this is what it's looking like. Not a paisa in sight. It's honestly so sad.
So there are leaf piles all over my neighborhood, like this one behind me. They're like, it's about 3 feet high. And one of my neighbors, who I can only assume has no idea what's going on, is complaining, because normally the maintenance, the landscaping people, put these in piles and then they come back with one of those vacuum machines. But yesterday in Charlotte, ICE and CBP were going after landscapers. They were going after people doing yard work, putting up Christmas lights. They were arresting people who were working, who have been working in our neighborhoods and in our community for decades. So this is going to continue to happen. It's going to get worse because these people are afraid to go to work now. And I don't blame them, because no matter what their status is, yesterday they also pulled a U.S. citizen out of his car after breaking a window and threw him to the ground. And people are nervous. They don't want to go through that. So I encourage people to be a little bit more patient with people that are working for you right now, because they're scared. And I'm sorry that they're scared, but they need to be.
A silver van, a soccer mom van, chasing ICE down. I don't know what the fuck is in the water in North Carolina, but the motherfuckers ain't to be fucked with. They ain't to be toyed with. I saw the most frail soccer mom running down ICE in a 3-row cedar soccer mom van, and she was busting that shit with that van. You understand me? She was hitting the fuck out of them turns, running them straight up out of Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte, cause y'all gets litty down there. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some updates on Charlotte as they come in, because people are still giving me information and they're still tagging me and stuff in the videos of Charlotte. I saw a lot. And what I learned is that you don't want to tussle with a charlatan, because they are, they're quiet, but they're quiet because they will beat your ass. They will get up in your shit, and they not about to argue with you, baby. I done watched them pull a pole out on the ice, and the ice ran up out of there, and then they just turned around and went back to eating their grits. And I was like, y'all over there gang banging over bacon? And they was like, any time of day. It don't matter what time of day it is, honestly. But hey, pull up a plate, pull up a seat and get yourself a plate. You understand what I'm saying? Long as, hey, be cute. Keep it cute. All right. Won't you be my neighbor? And I was like, you know what? I might have to come and stop through to kick it with you, because y'all real cool over there. Y'all real cool. So long story short, Charlotte, North Carolina don't fuck around about their neighbors. They don't fuck around about their property. They don't fuck around about their home. And they damn sure don't play when it comes to their neighbors. Also about them kids. They not fucking around about them kids. That is the most active I have seen Karens get thus far. And they was telling me the South ain't nothing to play with. They said, oh, no. They was able to get away with a lot of that shit in LA and up north. But down here, welcome to the South, baby. Yeah, I'm going to need you to go ahead and get yourself comfortable, because you're going to be here a while. And I was like, well then. Well, at least the hospitality is top tier. Stellar, impeccable, through the roof. Do you hear me? And you'll get bullets with your bacon if you come on that bullshit. Bullets and bacon if you come with that bullshit. Period, Charlotte. I'm here for it. I didn't know, but now I know. And I'm glad that this is the way that I had to find out. I would not want to find out any other way than this. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all have my respect. I don't want no problems. I'm good, honestly. Yeah, so Charlotte is the best city thus far. I know LA showed up, but Charlotte, Charlotte, baby, honey. Update, the grandma that pulled the pole out. Grandma, she followed her, the people that was working on her lawn. She followed them home. She said, I'm going to follow them home, because I dare motherfucker to try it. No, I'm going to make sure you get all the way home to your family, because I wish a bitch would. She said, I wish a motherfucker would. Put her clothes on. She initially came out in her nightie, titties swinging and gang banging. You understand me? Came out titties swinging and gang banging. And she said, you know what, let me go put my bra on and let me go put my clothes on, because I'm going to make sure they get home safely. And that's the true definition of a neighbor. Yeah, so they don't fuck around with their property or their neighbors. Remember that. Don't go around Charlotte thinking that you that bitch, because they'll show you real quick. They ain't the ones to be fucked with. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, also they said, Ice, if I were you, stay the fuck from around the west side. I don't know where that's at, but that's what they said. They told me to tell you that. So, good luck, child. Breaking news that is indeed breaking. So, I've been spending some time on North Carolina TikTok, and when I tell you, baby, they ain't nothing to fuck with. They're actually really nice people. They are real accommodating. I mean, they put the home in homestead. You understand what I'm saying? But they about that shit. I can confirm they are with all that. They are with all the smoke. They with all that action Jackson. They will fuck you up in a heartbeat. But baby, it really don't take much for them to take it there with you. It don't take much. So here's what I've learned. The Karens are outside. They waiting at the bus stop, gun and holster on hip. And they're rolling in packs right now. I was like, damn, y'all rolling up to the school bus stop with your holsters on your hip. And they said, damn right. I said, well, the babies are the ones getting off the bus. You not scared? Like, you not, they was like, girl, how many times we gotta tell you? If you see us in the forest fighting with a bear, bitch, help the bear. Cause that bitch gonna need it. And I was like, hey, but like, if y'all gonna get the shooting or whatever the case may be, you not afraid that it's gonna hit one of the babies? And they said, no, our babies is packing. I'm sorry, what? And it was like, yeah, it's a rite of passage around here. Y'all don't do that over there where you from? And I was like, no, we don't. And it was like, well, over here, around yonder, it's basically a rite of passage. I mean, by the time you can walk, you can shoot. You can aim, shoot, and a whole list of things. And which I said, damn, we just not living right. We gotta get like North Carolina. And a lot of them was confirming that we did not really listen to P.D. Pablo when he said, North Carolina, come on and raise up, take your shirt off, twist it around your head like a helicopter. And they was like, y'all don't see, that's the problem. Y'all don't listen. Okay, we was quiet about it, but we did tell y'all that this is the hornet nest in the Queen City, and shit goes down over here. Okay, it goes down. And I was like, I see that. I saw several of them. Right now they have the system, right? And they was already organized before ICE got there. Everybody has whistles. I've seen people running to outside strip malls, banging on the doors. La policia. ICE, La Policia, a bunch of the businesses, one after another, slam the shutters down. The metal shutters, they boom, 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 one after another, right? I'm like, damn. I hear the whistles blowing. You see the cars coming. You see them coming. All the ICE cars trying to roll up. Behind them, you see a long line of North Carolinians beeping their horns, chasing them down. They done try to come up on the strip mall. The North Carolinians came from 3 different directions, right? Made them bust a U-E, and they went the opposite direction. I saw a fucking van, a silver van, a soccer mom van, chasing ICE down. I don't know what the fuck is in the water in North Carolina, but the motherfuckers ain't to be fucked with. They ain't to be toyed with. I saw the most frail soccer mom running down ICE in a 3-row cedar soccer mom van, and she was busting that shit with that van. You understand me? She was hitting the fuck out of them turns, running them straight up out of Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte, cause y'all gets litty down there. Anywho, yeah. I'm gonna give y'all some updates on Charlotte as they come in, because people are still giving me information and they're still tagging me and stuff in the videos of Charlotte. I saw a lot. And what I learned is that you don't want to tussle with a charlatan, because they are, they're quiet, but they're quiet because they will beat your ass. They will get up in your shit, and they not about to argue with you, baby. I done watched them pull a pole out on the ICE, and ICE ran up out of there, and then they just turned around and went back to eating their grits. And I was like, y'all over there gang banging over bacon? And they was like, any time of day, it don't matter what time of day it is, honestly. But hey, pull up a plate, pull up a seat and get yourself a plate. You understand what I'm saying? Long as, hey, be cute. Keep it cute. All right. Won't you be my neighbor? And I was like, you know what? I might have to come and stop through to kick it with you, because y'all real cool over there. Y'all real cool. So long story short, Charlotte, North Carolina don't fuck around about their neighbors. They don't fuck around about their property. They don't fuck around about their home. And they damn sure don't play when it comes to their neighbors. Also about them kids. They not fucking around about them kids. That is the most active I have seen Karens get thus far. And they was telling me the South ain't nothing to play with. They said, oh, no. They was able to get away with a lot of that shit in LA and up north. But down here, welcome to the South, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get yourself comfortable, because you're gonna be here a while. And I was like, Well then. Well, at least the hospitality is top tier. Stellar, impeccable, through the roof. Do you hear me? And you'll get bullets with your bacon if you come on that bullshit. Bullets and bacon if you come with that bullshit. Period, Charlotte. I'm here for it. I didn't know, but now I know. And I'm glad that this is the way that I had to find out. I would not want to find out any other way than this. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all have my respect. I don't want no problems. I'm good, honestly. Yeah, so Charlotte is the best city thus far. I know LA showed up, but Charlotte, Charlotte, baby, honey. Update, the grandma that pulled the pole out. Grandma, she followed her, the people that was working on her lawn. She followed them home. She said, I'm gonna follow them home because I dare motherfucker to try. Nah, I'm gonna make sure you get all the way home to your family because I wish a bitch would. She said, I wish a motherfucker would. Put her clothes on. She initially came out in her nightie, titties swinging and gang banging. You understand me? Came out titties swinging and gang banging. And she said, you know what, let me go put my bra on and let me go put my clothes on because I'm gonna make sure they get home safely. And that's the true definition of a neighbor. Yeah, so they don't fuck around with their property or their neighbors. Remember that. Don't go around Charlotte thinking that you that bitch, because they'll show you real quick. They ain't the ones to be fucked with. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, also they said, Ice, if I were you, stay the fuck from around the west side. I don't know where that's at, but that's what they said. They told me to tell you that. So, good luck, child.
Today is the day that I'm motherfucking proud to be from Charlotte, North Carolina, born and raised. We don't play about our motherfucking Hispanics and our Mexicans. We don't got no problem with them people. Them people ain't done nothing to us. Yeah, the city showed out and showed up for the Hispanics. Period.
Yeah, I keep saying it. You see, ICE can only be successful in your own city if the blacks are not in support of you. Now, this is what happened in North Carolina. North Carolina residents said that these immigrants in their community have been very nice to them. They've not had any problems with them. So what is that? That they will not allow these people come close. Because for the rest of the days before that day, these people came and they were taking off people from the streets, even down to children, kids. They've been arrested brutally. And then you saw all of the whole breakouts and all of that. You saw all of that in the videos. And you saw people coming out to protest against them. That is how things are being done. And that is why I keep saying it. As immigrants in a particular community or a country, learn to respect people you met there. Because these same people are the people who are going to fight for you when the chips are down. Honestly, North Carolinians, they came out in full. You understand? You know who they used to be. Those people are people who will never take it. They will never take rubbish from anybody. And so they came out on these people and they made sure they chased them away. Yes, they were able to make some arrests, but when they found out these people are going to start arresting immigrants who have been helping them in their farms, who have been working for them and all of that, they came out and trust me, they were successful. That is it. As an immigrant in a particular state or anything, try to respect at least the Black Americans. When you respect Black Americans, they will come out and fight for you. And that was what happened in North Carolina. I hope you all will learn, and this will help, in the coming days, in the coming months. Yeah. North Carolinians, I got you. If you're from North Carolina, let me see it in the comment section. I love you all. And, I wish I could be in places like that. I like places like that where people, are in unity. They are in sync. They love themselves. They could stand up for each other. That's the kind of places I want to be in. Let me see you in the comment section if you're from North Carolina, so I can come there and give you a hug. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I love you all so much. My name is BJ on Global Just with BJ. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.